to the Mission Critical podcast.
Woo.
I am somewhat of a host. I feel
You
like,
are the host.
think
I'm just showing
Okay.
up. I'm a host one day. I'm gonna be the mission guy.
Okay. Well, I am the host of the Mission Critical podcast, Minister Tawana, and I have the honorable Dr.
There she go.
Levi.
There she
Rosier.
go. There she go.
I love it when we get together.
I do too.
And we
Tawana.
just talk about things, just life,
Yes.
trending topics,
Yes. Yes.
faithfulness, mercy,
Yes.
love, grace.
Sex and rock and roll.
Yeah, hell, heaven, all the things you can get right here on the Mission Critical podcast.
can.
We love your comments. We love when you guys interact with us, when you leave us comments, when you email us in questions. We love it
I do.
because it
I
just
do.
helps us
I
to
do.
do a better job with navigating the podcast. So please send your comments in, send your questions in. If there's a hot topic that you want address. I'm not saying that we're gonna address every single topic, but give us some things
Well,
that you
I'm
want.
just about talking to you today, Tawana. We're gonna get risky.
Oh,
I'm not saying
goodness.
I'm not saying today. Not saying this week, but we're gonna get risky. We're gonna go live.
Ooh.
Mission Critical, and we're gonna let them ask us. They're gonna host us.
Okay.
We let them get online. They ask the question. They come with a topic, and we just have a conversation with the topic.
I gotta wear my suit and tie for that. But let me ask you something,
Yes,
because
ma'am.
I'm always asking questions. That's just how God made me. Are you a risk taker in life? Like, are you a risky person?
Start a church.
Oh yeah, that is. Yeah.
You know what? But one of the danger about that part is that a risk taker can also, if they're not careful, can slow down and become safer. You know, because you
Tell
took a
me how.
risk. You took a risk, and sometimes risk takers take the big jump, and then they don't, and they did the big thing, and then I've done it. You know, and it gets settled down, and there's more risks to take, more journeys to take, and some risks are not as big as others. Some risks are good when you're younger. You know,
Yes.
when as you get older, your
Yes.
body moving faster, or your money look different.
Right.
You know, as you get older, the what you invest $1,000 was easy back in, you know, just first got married, 10,000, but now you're getting older. Now that $50,000 investment look different now.
Right.
It has to make money for you now. So that's what.
Yeah.
I say yes and
You're
no.
a risk taker.
I am.
Oh, well, not me.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
Lord.
No. I don't want anything. I am very methodical and planned out, and I like things in my box, and I'm very repetitious. Like,
This girl
I
got
ordered
4 degrees, 5 degrees now.
I'm just telling
You took a risk.
Not a risk taker.
Okay.
Nope, that don't
All right.
work for me.
Are you guys a risk taker? Tell
Yeah,
us, are
in
you
the
guys a risk
comments.
takers? I
Like-
think you are.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm not a gambler, but I have played.
Oh, nah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not a gambler.
slot machine here and there.
I'm stingy.
Yeah.
I can't risk my money.
That's it. I'm not messing with my money.
Even when I wasn't when I was trying to play gamble and risk, I put a quarter in.
Not much. Yeah, that's me. I'm that type. Not much. It's time to pull back. Like, I
agree.
know
I agree.
when to pull back.
I agree.
Well, speaking of risk, let's talk today about artificial intelligence, otherwise known as AI. Dun, 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 dun. AI.
AI.
Pastor, I got a question. Would you ever use AI to write a sermon?
I wouldn't say write a sermon. Much I would say is I would leverage AI after that's our phone ring. Y'all, we okay? We all right, y'all? That's what we do. We live. Kids like us too. See why we on with you guys? But listen, I wouldn't say much as writing sermon to do AI. I would like write my sermon, my thoughts, and I put it together, and then let someone like TV check it, inspect it.
Okay.
That kind of stuff, But for it like just letting them write my sermon, I think that could be a danger in itself. Because what AI does not do a lot of, especially with sermon, I can't speak for y'all research. Our research matters.
Okay.
What we say to people matters.
Oh, it does.
And so, chat TV, all PTR, all that kind of stuff. What it does, if not careful, it don't do a thorough, critical research on the topic at hand.
Right.
So it just put it in scriptures, all in. Now, if you don't do your homework, you could be teaching a message that's totally off from what the research is supposed to be doing. So that's why I tell preachers, you need to do research. You don't need to you need to study. You need
Right.
to be constantly studying and let AI be a resource for you
Right.
instead of relying on it.
Because we're quick to do this.
Oh, yes, it.
Hey Siri, so and so. We like for it to be our brain.
Yeah, we do. And what it does not supposed to be, it become now leverage it, yes, because AI is not going nowhere. It's even a microwave, even our GPS is AI.
Right.
So it's not like it's just got here. It's been here, it's just now full display. Also, is now more like taking people's jobs in industries, and so I know it can be something that need to be talked about. Even in our churches now, they send a thing out to us pastors about what jobs that can be affected by AI. I mean, there are some jobs that pastors and leaders look at now, and one of the area they were talking about was graphic design, because now AI can do graphic for you. They also said people who sit behind cameras, because now you get an AI camera, it'll follow you around, all kind of stuff. So there are places in positions now that they're saying that those are some positions that even pastors is like, budget-wise, money-wise, and that kind of stuff. And so we have to realize, at the end of the day, I don't care what AI does, what God created is people.
Right.
And you're going to always need people. We must admit, though, it is here.
It is here, and it can be beneficial. I've always been the type of person, trust but verify.
Okay.
So I don't
Okay.
necessarily like something thinking for me. Cause I don't know. Pray for me, y'all. So I don't try to take my power away. I want to still be able to navigate and use. So I think that it is beneficial in some aspects where, just to bring other perspectives alongside. But as far as it replacing how I think or feel, no.
No, and you use the word that I think that we got to talk about too is feeling.
Okay.
AI does take away the thought. It take away the feeling, the makeup of a man, and what we do. And so, if we're not careful, you talked about this earlier, Tawana, that we have seen the suicide rate goes up in our community, in our country, and sometimes that can be not because of AI, not because of certain things, as much we are a very have now, gotta want now, respond now, have now, and when someone dies in your family or someone hurt your feelings or pain come, AI can't help you.
No.
It don't leave now.
No.
Which means psychologically, because we get stuff now, we call on the phone, get it now. Yes. We ain't gotta leave the house, we can call DoorDash, get it now.
Right.
Everything is now.
Right.
But feelings don't leave now.
Oh no, somebody hurt you. Sometimes you gotta sit in it. And it don't feel good. It does not feel good to always do that. But I think society and AI has spoiled us in some ways where we want that immediate attention.
We do.
We want that void filled. We want that response given. But life doesn't always happen like that. So I can see where you're coming from, Pastor, where people's feelings they get hurt. And sometimes it's no Band-Aid for that.
Not right now. You guys get it. Like you said, something you got to sit in. And God didn't make us that way. He didn't make us that way.
Yeah, because why would we need him if everything was going to be immediately fixed? Why would we? Sometimes we need to lean in and draw closer to him so he can draw closer to us. And hurt is one of those ways, Pastor. Hurt one of those ways.
Look what Tawana just said. The creator of the universe could have easily AI'd us.
Oh yeah.
He could have easily, just said, we're gonna bring Jesus on the scene grown.
Right. Already have been on the cross, rose dead, and rose again.
Right.
Yeah, Pastor, that makes sense.
Took the AI journey.
Yeah.
No, he let him go through what we went through.
I like that. He could have took the AI journey. Everything, you can't take the AI journey. You can't just and get a... Yes.
No, he didn't. And so he came to humanity. He came like we are and died for our sins, and that was not an easy route. So he wanted to know that your salvation is painful. What you're going to go through is painful. And so AI, yes, we use our advantage, but the feelings that we have sometimes, we want it to just disappear. And it can almost have a block in our brain, so why isn't this leaving now?
Yeah.
And so I'm not fighting AI. I'm going to try how can we use it, though?
Right.
For our advantage, especially in the church, in the pulpits.
Yeah, how can we make it beneficial to us? But still fact checking, because sometimes AI give you a response and you're like, nah, wait a minute. Because honestly, it's searching a bunch of databases to prepare a quick response for you. It's taking your time away from having to go and step out things.
Let's see what they think about this. Now, one of our colleagues asked us a question about how with AI now making all these some of this
music. Yeah, and you're like, I know that's a song. You go look look it up, and the owner, it belongs to AI.
And you up there worshiping,
Yeah.
crying, and then
Only to find out that there's no
there's
real
person
artist behind this
Just,
song.
you know, and that's a good question if you're a person who like authentic worship. All right,
Yes.
you like your real song, you like the real singer, you want to feel the emotion, and that's a good question. But do you not, also to their point, but that does not negate the fact that if you're singing biblical words,
Right.
it's not negate the fact that you're still honoring God.
Yes.
And so you really, it's not so much AI doing the work, you're really tapping into your God.
Right.
It just had me on AI. So don't let AI steal your thunder.
Right, because I can see how people could say that AI is not a person. It doesn't have the feelings, doesn't understand the spiritual aspect of what the words may be or songs may be developed. So that does make sense.
That makes sense. I mean, that's why I won't. I remind people. We don't get that. We don't. Pastors don't get that out. Everything we say is attached to our character.
Ooh.
I mean, everything we do is attached to our character. So
That's so much weight.
it is weighted. It is weighted. It is weighted.
That's so much weight.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It is. It is. But it is it's a weight that I encourage every pastor in the across the universe to wear it with honor. You know what I'm saying? So if I go somewhere and someone, I can't do this because they're looking at me, I wear it with honor. I don't like, well, I'm grown. No, I wear that with honor.
It keeps you and him on the right accord anyway.
Yeah, because you got a position that it's not yours in a way.
Yeah.
And so I wear it with honor that the weight is heavy. It's not for the faint of heart. And so if we're not careful, when if I can preach 20 sermons, they all be great. Like you find out I cheat on my wife.
Ooh.
They take all my books.
It goes out the window, and it takes people a long time if they even forgive or help you allow you to recover for that, because people will always associate, not always, but they will.
But think about it, Tony, because you know that, because you guys know that for just you guys have. There are some jobs that people can do something crazy and nobody nobody mad, but you don't care nothing about. As long as you bring in their mail, they don't care about you unless you rape somebody. That kind of stuff different. But because your failure or success or what you say affect a lot of people.
Correct.
It affects a lot of people. So you should be mindful on how you move and what you do, because it does affect a lot of people.
That's right. We talked about something early too. As Christians, we can't stay in elementary school.
Oh, no.
We can't. It's got to be a process. Like, it's okay to be a babe in Christ for a time span, but you can't be stuck there. I think sometimes people make excuses.
Well, if you say stuck there, I think it's more or less. I don't think no one got saved and said, "I want to be a baby."
I don't know.
I don't think one person got
I
saved.
don't
You know what? I want to suck a bottle.
I don't know, but people use that like, I just came to Christ. I'm just learning. God ain't through with me yet. I know you've heard that one.
I heard that one.
Yeah.
God ain't
God ain't
through.
What dog? Is he working? Is he doing anything? Like, are you making any progress?
What they should be saying, not God ain't through me yet. It should be saying, God is still working through me.
Okay.
Right?
Well, we don't want to use that as
No, we don't want to use that. I'm gonna use that. That one too easy.
Yeah.
It's like, God is not through me yet. But I agree. None of us want to. Your children, my children, they didn't come out the womb and stay in the crib.
True.
What if your child, 12 years old, every night, y'all pick them up, put them in the crib. He gonna say, wait a minute, Mom, what we doing here?
Right.
What are we doing? Don't
here.
keep me here, right? So just naturally, you don't start nothing to stay there, all right? You almost gotta force yourself to do that. So I think Christians at large, they come out wanting to grow, they just get stuck and won't grow. Not because they can't grow or put us in a position to grow. One thing about Christianity is it's a long journey.
Oh.
Right, it's one of those.
Arduous.
Right, it's an arduous journey, so it's not a quick fix tomorrow. I know we got to go to this podcast, but I want to apologize to the world.
For what?
We sold a bill of goods that was not true. We was getting people saved, I mean, on the thousands. Not me personally, but because I'm a pastor. I was telling them, if you come to Christ, everything will be all right.
Oh no, that's when the attack written. That's when the enemy started drawing the stuff under his eyes.
If you come to Christ, all your bills gonna be paid. If you come to Christ, man, all that anger you feeling right now is gonna leave tomorrow. And I think we sold them that bill of goods. And so when people come to Christ and the pain's still there, they're like, why I came?
Right. Do you say sold them that bill of goods?
Good.
Oh, okay.
What 2 cents?
Like almost like a lie. Okay, I had to put it together. You know, I'm still.
That's a
I'm in the
generation thing.
behind us. So I always have to ask him, what does that mean?
There's a bill, and it didn't go nowhere. And there are some of us are still doing that.
Yeah, let's not do that because this walk is
Christianity is the hardest walk ever.
Yes, it is.
It is the hardest walk ever. You talking about taking your wheel and letting someone else moving your wheel? I mean, you like what you do, and now you like, I gotta give up that. I've been doing it for 40 years.
Yeah.
I've been whatever I was doing for 30 years, and now overnight you telling me all I gotta do is come in, it's all gone.
Yeah. Now I gotta scan my stuff through somebody else's.
Listen, it may get worse, sir. You know,
I'm laughing, but it's not a joking matter.
I mean, something you wasn't lusting at, all of a sudden, it wasn't pretty.
For sure.
All of a sudden, it's gorgeous.
For sure, because the enemy doesn't want to see us. He want to keep us behind enemy lines. He don't want to see us fruitful. He doesn't want to see us faithful. He doesn't want to see us saved. So all the things, he's coming in every aspect of your life.
That's why growth is essential, and that's why growth is a process. You know what I'm saying? You used to smoke 20 packs of cigarette, and now you're down to 19. That's growth.
That's growth. And people don't give themselves enough credit for growth.
Yeah, growth. You're growing.
Yeah.
You just don't see, and don't stop and get off Facebook and all of
comparing yourself.
No, you got your own journey.
Yeah.
You know, and celebrate your journey. So we talked about AI. We talked about, different things. Let me tell you something, girl. You and all of us got our own journey.
Yes, we do. I'm glad. I'm thankful for our journey. If you love being on this journey with us, continue following the Mission Critical podcast. You're going to learn a little bit of everything. You're going to learn generational lingo all the way to how you can become saved and dedicate yourself and your life to Christ. We love you guys so much. We love having you being a part. It's like family.
It is.
Y'all are like family to us. So join us back right here again for another session of the Mission Critical Podcast.